Hello once again everyone, and welcome back to Dust in Elysian Tale. Right, that was a shot, wasn't it? I want to...
Welcome back. You honor us with your patronage. Please tell your friends. You're rich ones.
I just want to make money. Man, it's really starving. Yo.
Well now, would you look at this? Seems our village has got itself a new basement.
You don't seem too concerned.
Trust me, not much happens here. So when things start crawling out of the ground, you pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
I just want entertainment.
Promise me that you'll stay here. I don't need anyone getting hurt.
Bah! Let you have all the fun? Well, I guess you're the one with the sword after all.
Yeah. You'll have nothing.
End of the line. Looks like a pretty nasty drop.
Yes, very nasty. We should go around, I think.
There's no time to find another route. Those monsters came up through here. There's gotta be a path down below. Well, here goes nothing.
We're now in the catacombs. I'm doing okay right now. I've been shopping and doing my lectures for the day.
Did you see something move up ahead?
I'm recording a little bit
Fidget,
than I
you
would
need
want
calm
to.
down.
But I've been
I
talking
thought
to
you
my
said you weren't
friend.
afraid of the dark.
I'm
I'm
not afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of the things in the dark.
I don't see anything, Fidget.
How could you possibly see anything in here with that big hat over your eyes? I hate caves. Our kind isn't meant to be underground. We should be soaring high in the wide open sky.
I thought you were afraid of heights.
Oh, hush.
I'm just a contradiction. What is this?
You've been poisoned.
When you're poisoned, your life slowly drains down to nothing. If you don't take care of it soon, death is inevitable.
I can probably just wait it out.
Stop pretending you're so tough. Here, take this mushroom. It'll stop the poison for now. You can thank me later.
Mushroom. Chapter 2. Darkness. So helpful that they've got lights. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to see. But yeah. No, I've been talking to my friend Amber, who's going through a tough time right now, and she's like, I've talked about her loads before. She'll eventually get to this episode when she's caught up with my content and hear me talk about it, and she's just like my best friend and really important to me, so I'm okay with just taking some time, making sure she's okay while
I'm starting
she's
to regret coming down here.
I was regretting it minutes ago.
this epic music! You would hear this epic music! So yeah, I'm okay with just taking some time while I do whatever, just focusing on her to make sure she'll
This
be
is
okay and stuff.
beautiful. Do you think the villagers know about this place?
Probably not. Because it's also
Our search has
dangerous.
not been in vain. Let's clear this area.
So bright! Yeah, so lecture is pretty interesting. Oh shit. There's some people alive down here. Man, it's so bright, it's difficult to see them. Wait. We can
So, you have slain the one known as Fuse.
Yes.
I had no choice. He'd lost his mind, murdered many innocents.
I am not judging, friend. His death was sad, but necessary.
Forgive me for asking, but are you a Moonblood?
The Moonbloods, they are an ancient race, and their presence is not tolerated in these lands. One would be at a disadvantage among so many warm-blooded creatures.
I understand.
I believe you do not, my friend. But I will not press the matter if you do not. Your transaction is most appreciated.
Yes.
Watch your back, my friend.
So much exploration to do. There's so many ways we could go. Thank you. But yeah, so there's this thing up there. So, yeah. Keep thinking of what to talk about. Now I've got it. Let's talk about. So obviously I made a vlog yesterday instead of doing a gameplay video. Because I used to make weekly vlogs. That's how I started my YouTube career. Was doing that. And it's something that I just don't like to do. Is make. I'm not sure if that thing's exploded. Guys. Down again, because I think it did. Yeah, it did. Oh, so we go up. So yeah, I watched this film called Requiem of a Dream, which is a film that I'm pretty sure I might have heard of it at some point in back in my mind. That's why I watched it, but oh. It. We do need it for that. Should respawn here. This is a very interesting film because it was sort of went into the whole drugs thing again, and it was interesting because you've got way. There we go. Now I did want to save it, bitch. You've got these a couple of different characters, and you've got this mum who's like he's a widow and
Dust, wait.
no,
This
like
creature
lost the
is too
husband
well
who's got.
defended for a straightforward assault.
We'll see about that. Okay, that was a bad idea.
Yeah, it's got a shield,
Become
bro.
invulnerable unless you stun it with a parry, like so.
He went down!
You're
Dust,
down for.
would you like a refresher on parrying? Very well. Be careful.
So we've got to face that way. Heal yourself and then. Oh fuck. Attack me, bro. Oh fuck. Oh. There we go. God damn it, it's hard. But yeah, so you get this mom who's like lonely and stuff. Who's got this son, right? And he's sort of like a bad kid. He's not a very good kid, to put it lightly. And so like she's like really worried about him and stuff, and he comes in and just is not very helpful. Little person.
Whoa, what was that?
I'm not sure, but it sure did run off in a hurry.
But her storyline was very interesting because she gets like a phone call saying, "Oh, you're gonna be on TV. You've won a chance to be on TV. We'll contact you. We're sending stuff, the relevant stuff into the mail." And you just fill that in, and we'll then contact you to come on TV, sort of thing. Which was like, oh, that's very nice for her, because she's kind of addicted to watching TV and stuff. In a old age, and like one scene of the film is like she's talking to her son about it, and she's like, so she's going on to these diet pills, right? And she's losing weight this way. With these diet pills. This is all like, alright. That's all good, but it's like the son says, yeah, you're becoming addicted to these diet pills because they're drugs, they're weed, sort of thing. She's like, no, doesn't believe him, and all this sort of stuff. But like, then you like watch his story arc and sort of go, actually, she has become an addict. And she's just like, to start off with, she's followed the regimen of taking like the pills at the recommended time. Obviously, she lost weight by doing this, which is just like, that's good. I mean, yeah, it's at least one way to lose weight if you say you struggle losing weight using diets and stuff. You just take some diet pills and you can lose weight that way. But obviously she started getting addicted to these pills and the good feelings that they gave her, so she started combining them and things started to get weirder and weirder and weirder. And she's like, first she just combined 2 and then she combined 3, and it's just so interesting how she degenerated to the point where she became completely and utterly insane. Went to the studio where the film TV shows are made, sort of thing. I was like asking, oh, when am I going to be on TV? I've been told I'm going to be on TV, when am I going to be on TV? And then she was put into an asylum. Eventually they tried to try these treatments on it and nothing was working, and then they went to the electrocution treatment.
Wait! Let's follow him.
We dropped a blue. Actually need to change that to. Let's change it to white. Oh fuck. Pretzels. It's a jump off bitch. Tough, aren't they? Yeah. But yeah, it's like, so he's like, this shows you not to trust doctors and their sort of means of letting you die and stuff. I mean, obviously, it's sort of it was made in 2000. I think it's sort of designed to not show that time period, but it's like 90s or 80s or something like that. I mean, it's like it's meant to be a lot earlier than that. I'm not sure quite when, but it's like he still got the old, like he had an old TV until he bought a new one, sort of thing. But yeah, and then the son's is like a drug addict, and he's like, at the start of the film, he nicks a TV to sell so he can go buy some more drugs to get his next hit, sort of thing. It's just like, oh no. Progressively, as you go through the movie, it's like you see him change. He's like he's a drug addict, and he's sort of like a DJ for his friends, but also like he goes into the drug dealing business, and it's like they buy a good amount of drug, like a good amount of like heroin, I think, the one you sniff. Wait, shit. No, not timing. There we go. And basically they got like a good amount of that, and they split it up into smaller packages which they resold, and then got a lot of money that way. But then times really starting to get tough for them. Like a drug war was going on between the guys that they got, these black guys who were sort of suppliers, and Italians who were like proceeding to sort of go into their turf, sort of thing. They were still like drug addicts, so it's like they was costing them money, and they couldn't get any goods and stuff, and so they just kept trying to get these drugs, because they kept wanting hits and stuff. And they had to like travel I believe I poisoned, yeah. No. I'm using so much health. It's a sparkly, shiny black sheep. Boys get that sort of thing. He just kept shooting up and stuff, and it's like they had to sort of travel far to get to do this like deal or something. I can't remember at the end of the film. And so he went to do that with his mate, who's like the other sort of, I would call lead, no, maybe side sort of lead character guy, whose life is becoming dominated by the drugs again. Because like, it's like they're in partnership with doing these drug deals, and he's the guy with the contacts.
There he goes.
Forget him. Take a look around. There's something horribly wrong with these mushrooms.
These aren't mushrooms, Fidget. They are called bubble sprouts, and it would be wise for us to tread lightly around them. They react rather explosively to movement.
Wonderful.
So these explosive mushrooms, just great. But yeah, so it's like in they get caught because the main character guy,
My friend.
he
I
sort of
suspected you would return.
stabs himself in the arm with drugs, obviously. He does that. And his arm sort of
Your transaction
becomes infected, so they go to the hospital, and then that's how they sort of get caught as druggies or drug dealers or something. Along those lines, there's like a cop or something there, and they sort of get suspected, and then they obviously go into prison for that. And the black guy sort of is forced to sort of go and work. I think he makes mayonnaise. I'm not sure, mayonnaise or glue or something that makes him sick anyway. It doesn't look. He's like, obviously, he's not treated very well. It's like it's forced work sort of thing. You're not getting paid to do this. And then the guy who has the arm infection he can't work and it's like yeah, you're gonna have to go to the hospital, and he goes to the hospital and gets his arm chopped off because it's like really badly infected. I want to get you, sheep, but I can't. Wait, can we break through that? No, we can't break through that. And so yeah, that happens to him. And then this guy, the main character has this girlfriend, and throughout the movie it's like they're like sort of planning, oh, we're making all this money, we're gonna go open this store sort of thing together. Once we've earned enough money through this drug dealing, and we're gonna live sort of happily ever after. It's like, at first it's like, oh yeah, things are good, so it looks like we're gonna be able to do that, and then things start getting bad.
There he is! Look, he's in trouble! Ah! Leave me alone!
Picking on little ones, huh? You will most definitely regret meeting me.
Keep wary of the bubble sprouts, Dust, or this battle will be over before it begins.
There we go, fuck you. And he still runs away,
And
bitch.
there he goes again. You're welcome, kid.
Come now, Dusk. He's obviously terrified. Let's go find him. And maybe get out of this raining death.
But yeah, and he's like, as he's like, oh, we're gonna need you to do something so we can get this hit. And so she goes and fucks this guy to get money. Woodpot. And it's like, oh yeah, and then that sort of goes down to the line where she goes and fucks this other guy, and then goes and sells the body
I
to
didn't think those
Jet.
monsters were smart enough to build a fence.
I'm certain they didn't.
her next hit sort
Let's
of
hop
thing,
on
because
over.
she's addicted to drugs as well. Hello, sheep.
There he is!
Your father's done gonna have himself a heart attack after he hears about this.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Goodness, what would I do if you gotten yourself hurt?
Look at that.
Ah! Mama, look! Those things must have followed me!
How'd they jump my fence? Crafty vermin, those surface dwellers.
Look at that baby. It's just like, I don't really want to be here.
Just see that I can fly, right?
I'll be sure to tell her, Fidget. I'm sure that'll clear things right up.
Back! Back, you beast! I got this here spoon and I ain't afraid to use it!
I'm
We aren't
here.
here for trouble, ma'am. In fact, we just saved your son.
Huh? What are they talking about, Bopo?
Well, they have been following me for a while.
What? How far out did you go? I may just save the spoon for you.
I'm sorry. We just came down from the surface to...
Do I look like some country bumpkin to you? Of course you're from the surface. I think I'd remember seeing a talking, flying weasel cat thing down here.
I think we got off on the wrong foot here. My name's Dust, and this is Fidget. Some creatures attacked a village above these caves, and we're trying to figure out why.
Attacked a surface village, you say? Well, if that don't beat all. We underground folk tend to keep to ourselves.
Yes, I
Got
guess
enough
that.
problems of our own already.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Actually, what I'm saying is, we got enough problems of our own without you surface folk bringing all that nonsense down here. So, if you don't mind...
Come on, Dust. We're obviously not wanted here. Wait!
That's enough, Bopo! You ought to get back to your chores before I take out the spoon again!
Spoon you.
I've seen them fight. They even got themselves a talking sword. I bet they could help.
Young man, I don't care if their sword spouts rainbows and bowls of delicious baked beans. I don't want their help.
Stop saying that! How's gonna die if we don't do something?
Die? What's going on?
Well, our healing wells have gone and run dry. And my pa's done gotten real sick. That's why I went out. To find some more of that water.
I hate saying it, but it's true. See these mud pots lying around? Normally they're bubbling to the brim with mineral water, but just a few weeks ago, they dried up to nothing. But that still don't excuse you from putting yourself in danger like that!
God
I
damn it,
may
son.
not be able to help your father, but I sure as heck ain't gonna lose you too!
Mama.
I wonder if those monster attacks on the surface could be related to your wells drying up.
I wouldn't be at all surprised. It's been a couple weeks since the water dried up, but every creature here
Getting
is
more of
feeling
the
the
story, and I
effects.
would deposit
I bet
so.
those creatures broke through to the surface looking for more water.
Mama, maybe these two can go talk to the lady.
The lady?
Oh, she's a sweet old soul. Lives deep in the caves, makes the waters flow. She doesn't show herself around here too often, and we can't actually go see her on account of all the nasties living between here and there.
In that case, I'll go speak with this lady and see why she stops the flow of water.
You do that?
This can't all just be a coincidence. The attacks on the surface, your wells drying up. I'm certain this lady must know something about what's going on.
Well then, I had you folks pegged all wrong. If you aim to help my husband, I promise not to clock you with my wooden spoon of justice.
Wooden spoon of justice.
thanks.
So, you're heading down to talk to the lady now? You'll help my pa?
I'll do my
We'll
best.
do our best, Bopo. Just don't go running off again.
You got my word.
Yeah, so that led to some disturbing scenes towards the end of the film.
Oh, it's a pretty kitty cat. What, me? It's a flying cat! Oh.
She's not a cat, little girl. She's a... I don't even know what she is.
I'm not a cat, you dolt. I'm a nimbat.
Is that what you're called? A nimbat?
Yes, hello. My name's Fidget. Maybe we've met? Can I hold it? I want it. Just do something. It's trying to grab me with its little child hands.
Don't worry, Fidget. Sorry, what's your name?
Smoa.
Well, Smobop, I'm sorry, but as much as she might look like one, Fidget is not a toy.
Hey! Oh, I want her. She talks. I'll trade you. Look, I've got this box thing. Hey, Dust, look. That must be Reed's box.
Tell you what, next time I go to the surface, I'll see if I can find a suitable replacement. Then we'll trade.
Phew. Good idea, Dust. You know, that shop in Aurora had some things. Maybe the shopkeeper could figure something out for us?
Yeah, maybe you can make us some kind of fidget doll for her. After all, she's far too young to take care of a pet like you.
Yeah, way too much responsibility for...
Hey. men.
Well, hi there, big fella. Am I hearing the local gossip right? You and your flying mongoose are gonna save our village?
What the heck is a mongoose?
Quiet, Fidget.
What the hell is a
yes,
mongoose?
you've heard correctly.
It's a correct
Is this
team,
the way to the
damn
ladies'
it.
chamber?
Well, yeah, but I don't think you're gonna fit through this here hole in the wall. We had to close up the passage recently to keep those crazed nematodes from coming out and attacking the village.
What the heck is a nematode?
Anyway, seems to me the only way you're getting through is by sliding. I'd kick you through myself, but you know, I got these fat little legs and they hardly keep me vertical.
I appreciate the thought, but I'll find another way around.
Here, boy, take this red resonance jam. It'll open up the basement, and maybe you'll find a better way down there. Just make sure to avoid impaling yourself on them spiky rocks and thorns.
Wait, your underground cave has a basement? How does that make any sense?
Hey, big fella, what do you say to me serving your flying rat a big old jug of shut-up juice? While you're down there, why don't you make yourself useful
great.
and collect me my hitting stick?
Your what?
You see, I use this here stick to do my hitting, but I lost her in the basement, and I'm honestly just too gal darn lazy like to go looking for it on my own. They don't have me standing around here for my good looks after all. Someone's got to defend this here hole.
So they got another
All right,
man to
Block.
do it.
If I
It
should come
makes
across
so
your
much
hidden
sense.
stick, I'll be sure to pick it up.
Yeah. I did not want to jump all the way down.
Hello, dear. I'm going to hazard a guess that you're the outsider in town?
I stand out that much, huh?
Well, it's been years since I've seen someone like you, and it's been maybe 30 years since I've seen a nimbat like your friend here. What a treat!
We don't like flying into caves. You know, the dark, the cramped spaces, the endless gloom. That's endless? Forever?
I'm sorry. Look at me going on. My name is Flo Hop, and my husband Gappy is up there in the pen minding the sheep. He's been so overworked that I was hoping to make him his favorite stew. But to be honest, I'm having trouble growing red moss with the wells running dry. I think I might have gone and made my last stew.
I could always help you find some of that red moss if you like.
Oh, I couldn't bother you for something as silly as that. I know where they used to grow, but with all these monsters about, I dare not leave Mudpot.
It's no trouble, really. If I come across any, I'll bring them to you.
Well, aren't you a sweet one? Red moss clumps grow at the base of the large red mushrooms, and they tend to prefer perfect darkness. Just don't hurt yourself on my account. In fact, take this ring. It'll provide a little bit of light in the darkest of places.
Light ring. Well, good evening, youngin'.
Yeah,
How
ship
does
it.
anyone know what time of day it is down here?
I hear the two of you are helping out Popop. He's in a bad way. Excuse me, my friends. Hope you don't mind, but I gotta get back to searching.
Searching for what?
Did you lose something?
The black sheep?
Actually, I did. I must have left the gate open, 'cause my flock of sheep seems to have gone astray. I'm afraid some of them may have gone past the edge of town.
I'll keep my eyes open for them.
Well, thank you, son. There's 6 of them out there somewhere. Believe you me, they're in for a good talking to when I get my hands on them.
Guys, the Facebook got unclicked. Wait, who just did this guy? resources that I need. Hey, yo. I want to jump down again.
Wait, did you just...
Collect the sheep, yeah?
Did you just put that thing in your inventory?
Yeah? What?
Okay then.
Ah, save one. That's what it'll do for me. This episode's longer than I thought it was going to be. By about like 10 minutes or so. 10-15 minutes. So, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scouts.